morning, I was woken up by a ding from my phone. I looked at my phone and there was a message, an email, if you will, from academia.edu, trying to sell me a AI podcast recording of a paper I published in 2015.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah, it it was a rather interesting listen, and after I listened to it, I was like, well, I recall previously, Stu, on one of your responding to episodes,
Yep.
I said that I will get back to your audience at some point, and I never did. So here we are.
Well, here we are, like
It's
2 years
something I
later.
published,
So,
yeah, a while ago, and I forgot to actually get back to you on it. So
yep.
here we go. We're responding to a response to me. It's a review of a review of a review. There you go.
Yeah, it's the whole EFAP inception meme, basically.
Yeah.
Cross's thing being responded to by an AI, and then us responding to the AI in a way, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's like a double record, double stream feature. Okay, so everything's working good. The only thing I notice is it keeps flickering in and out on the screen share thing. It goes black, then it pops up, and then it goes black again. So I don't know if
Oh, let
that's
me
because you've
open the
got
thing and see.
multi-monitor set up or something. Maybe
I do have multi-monitors.
it's
See
not
if
the
I
end of the
can.
world because like there's not really much visually going on as long as I can hear the audio. It's
It's
all good.
asking me to. Do I want to leave Discord to open your link? But it's not in
Screen
Discord.
share. Oh
Ah,
god, I
it's on.
heard myself. What's
Yeah,
happening?
I've muted it. I've muted it. Can you still hear it?
No, it's all good now. So.
Yeah. Okay. Because I'm now looking at the chat now
My
as well.
stream, yeah. So.
Yeah. Hello, chat.
Oh, hello, Skog. I hope you're. Oh, you missed a few days. No, this is a very impromptu thing, Skog. We're literally
Yeah.
just doing this because it came up today, and I thought we haven't streamed for a few weeks, so we'll just chuck this in here.
I'm not seeing Skog in the chat. I don't
All
know why
right.
it's doing that. I might be in a previous thing. Oh, he's commenting somewhere else, and I can't quite see that for some reason.
Oh,
Yeah,
oh,
that's
that's
weird.
weird.
It'll fix
It's
itself.
because it'll fix itself hopefully. So
Yeah.
I can't see Skog either. I can see him
Yeah, and the stream
on the
thing.
stream box.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is
Yeah.
interesting. So
Hello,
a
Skog.
lot of bizarre technical issues today, but whatever. It's all good.
Yeah. Feel free to jump in on the stream if you wish, Skog. I believe you still have permissions for that. Let me double check. Okay. I need to update everything. I've been neglecting the admin in my server for a long time,
Yeah.
and I've recently made the recording booth. There we go. Skog now has the permission. But anyway, what were we saying? Oh yeah, AI done a review of a paper I done. However, there's a plot twist here, Stu.
Yeah.
The thing I uploaded to academia.edu is not the full paper.
Whoa. Oh my god.
It's more like notes, like cliff notes
Yeah.
of what's in the paper, and somehow the AI has used this to create a thing. So the majority of this recording is actually just fluff.
Yeah. Do you want to show the slides to everyone very briefly, just so they
Yeah,
have
the
an idea
slideshow. Hang
of
on, let me
what
open
was
up.
what the
Are you
AI's
sharing my?
done here?
Are you sharing my my screen share on my third monitor here? Yeah.
Let me have a look. Yep, I can see the slides now. They've
All
come up.
right.
It keeps
So
flickering out, but it's fine.
so pretty much the document over on academia.edu is just this, which is a title card,
Yep.
the usual. Then it's some information on what my research is going to entail, some information on some hiccups that occurred. What was this? This was just some information on the history, some of the old coats of arms of the city, i.e., the title card. Just some significant information that came up. Some nice little images of clothing because my first thesis was a kind of a review of all these different figures on the pictorial map of the city. So it's, as an example, it's just guy here is wearing clothes like this, that kind of thing.
Yep.
And like it's just 8 slides of that, which is just the notes of the research findings rather than the actual findings. And the academia.edu AI has made a podcast, 5 minutes long, by the way. So I would say calling it a podcast is a stretch, but okay. 5 minutes talking about these 8 slides.
Wow.
Watch, we're about to do the same. We're already like 6 minutes in.
Jesus, yeah.
All right. So yeah.
Okay, I think I figured out the problem. Well, Skog figured it out.
Yeah.
It's streaming my game stream and this stream that I made at the same
Oh,
time.
simultaneously.
Yeah,
So
so
it's
I've
trying
just
to like
unlisted the other one. I'll fix it at the end. It's fine.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it. So yeah.
Okay, I see Skog in the thing now. There you are.
Yeah.
Feel free to jump in. We're over on my server, Skog.
Yeah, the title makes more sense now that you're watching the proper one. So.
Oh, so they didn't see the thing I just skimmed through there.
No, they saw it. It's all good.
Oh, they okay. Cool.
Yeah.
All right. So, do you want to begin?
Yep. So, are we doing the slides first? Or are we doing the just?
Oh,
the
that
chat?
was the slides.
All right,
went
you
through them.
went through it. Gotcha.
You didn't see them?
No, they were on they were shown. I was just distracted by the trying to look at how the stream was
Oh,
going.
you were trying to fix something while that was showing. Okay.
Yeah, absolutely. It's all good.
As you can tell, folks, we have planned this like thoroughly, and every moment has been scripted to a T.
It's been in the planning for 2 weeks in total.
Yeah. So I basically I got the audio from the thing, and then I put this slide in the background just so there's something to look at. But it's more or less it's just this. So, you want me to fire away?
Sure. Let's listen to this.
Here we go.
Hello, listeners. Welcome to another episode of In Depth with Academia, where we dive into the latest and most intriguing academic papers out there. I'm your host, Richard Price, speaking to you from the heart of Academia EDU, and I must say, today's episode.
Yep.
So it's a guy called Richard Price, right?
I think the AI is called Richard Price. Yeah.
Okay, so it's not a real person. It's just.
I don't think it's a real person because he says things in a strange way later. But
he's doing like a facsimile of a real person almost.
I think it is, yeah.
That is bizarre.
And if you are a real person, Richard Price, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. To be fair, when you listen to some of Mark Felton's videos, he almost sounds like an AI half the time as well. So I wouldn't feel too bad if it was a real person. So. But yeah, that does suck. All right, let's carry on.
All right.
This episode is going to be a fascinating journey through time. We're zeroing in on a paper by James McKeon titled Galway, the City and People in 1124-1652.
Can I point out how annoying it is that I mispronounced my name?
Oh yeah, that. Did he say Keena or Kenna? He said something.
It's McKeown.
Ah, right, gotcha. Yeah. So.
And he completely missed. But in fairness, in standard British English, when you read it that way, it will be read that way.
The AI just goes by how it's spelled, more or less.
Yeah.
So that
but I think the AI just did as well, if you notice. So it read the title, Galway, the city and people is the thing. It was a research on medieval Galway. He said 1124 and 20 or 1150. Let's start again. 1652. But this, I can't highlight it on this, but this symbol right here indicates a passage of time between these two. So it's not two random dates; it's the time between these dates. But anyway, it's the AI is not catching.
It didn't understand. Yeah.
Because it's an AI. Yeah, it's a language model. It can't pick up on that kind of thing yet. Hopefully soon. But anyway, onwards.
Quite a span of years there. James dives deep into the history of this intriguing Irish city. And why Galway, you might wonder? Well, the core question, really, the problem James tackles, is understanding how Galway evolved from its inception to a crucial trading port and cultural hub in the medieval world. What's cool is how this paper doesn't just passively recount history, It challenges us to think about the dynamics of city growth and cultural interplay over the centuries.
You gonna say something?
He's really
He's really having it up.
He's like, whoa, this is gonna be amazing.
Oh, the pressure is giving me anxiety over here.
Yeah, like, damn son.
Can I also point out is the reason I chose this subject is because I'm from this city.
Yeah,
like literally, it's just that.
Yeah, pretty much.
But he's really having it up.
Like, whoa, the problem is, we gotta deal like this. Fuck's sake, man. Okay, calm down.
Yeah, like the whole thing is just that kind of thing, Stu. It's good.
Now, before I get lost in thought, or worse, give a history lecture, let's break this down a bit. We have to understand that this paper is significant because it reveals a lot about the cultural and economic interactions that shaped medieval societies. It's all about learning how intertwined history can get. And, there's probably, a lot to unearth when you start digging into those city walls, literally and metaphorically.
Whoa.
All right. So what did James find through this vivid historical
lens
of his? He took a close look at Galway's journey from a small native Gael naval base to a big-time Hiberno-Norman town.
Big time.
A really special position as a trading port. We're talking about a place founded back in 1124 that received a slew of charters. In 1270, for example, one...
Can I point out something really important here?
Yeah.
So, as an academic, or this is an academic website. So he's just said a slew of historic charters.
Yeah.
There's 2.
Wow. Just 2.
There's just 2.
Yeah.
Like in the context that we're talking about here. Like I've mentioned 1, and then I've mentioned the founding document for the city, and then 1 later where it's upgraded to a city.
Yeah.
Or it's recognized as a town, basically. Like it's 2. And he's implied there's a lot more there than there is, and that's not okay. You're being disingenuous there, AI. Anyway, let's go.
It's just overly dramatic as hell.
And it tells us about power dynamics and city planning in a fragmented medieval Ireland.
Oh.
By the way, have you ever thought about those municipal charters and how they shape towns? Those walls, built over the 13th to 17th centuries, weren't just for defense, a symbol of status, authority, even economic, promises, if you will. Now, James takes us on this medieval tour that shows Galway as a pivotal town within the Hiberno-Norman society.
It's a pivotal town, Stu.
Pivotal town.
You can't live without it.
Yeah. It's in fact one of the best places in Ireland, man. So.
it's more important than Dublin.
Yeah, absolutely.
Literally founded on the slave trade.
It's the LA of Ireland.
Culture and monetary exchange. Imagine a license to mint coins.
Ooh.
How many towns could boast of such a thing back then?
Can I point out quite a few, actually?
I was gonna say, I feel like that would be a pretty normal thing if you had access to silver or whatever, at least.
Yeah. Yeah. But you can tell it's that the AI is not quite, following what it's talking about.
It's making a lot of, no offense to your paper, but a lot of nothing out of a bunch of slides just to give you an idea of what the main paper is going to be about.
So yeah, that's why I prefaced this with explaining that there's no actual paper.
Yeah,
it's reading. It's reading my notes of my paper.
Yeah,
it's making a lot of assumptions that are just not there.
The other weird thing about this AI voice I've noticed is this is why it almost doesn't feel like AI sometimes, is it keeps doing, that's pretty cool, and then this thing, it tries to affect human mannerisms, which is...
I like how it's encapsulated my mannerisms perfectly, but also it didn't know that that's how my brain works.
Yeah.
Anyway, what I was saying there, because it's important, is it's making a lot of assumptions, which is a big no-no in academia. But anyway, onwards.
It just shows how prominent Galway was.
Prominent.
Just think, a medieval town bustling with trade, artisans crafting goods, ships at ports laden with wares from who knows where. It's really fascinating.
Okay, so in the actual document, I actually specify where they came from.
Oh, there you go.
But yeah, he's really hamming it up a little bit.
As we delve into the nitty-gritty, wait, where was I? Oh, right. The visual depictions on the 1651 map are fascinating. a snapshot, really,
God,
of who folks in Galway were during.
you could really tell it was AI there. Like, what the hell? Like,
Or it just very schizophrenically starts
right.
jumping
The
around.
thing here that I
Yeah.
was talking about very specifically. Okay.
The very specific thing that we were talking about. Oh look, I'm distracted.
No.
It's squirrel.
The AI scroll.
Squirrel.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Heyday. So, picture this, a blend of Gaelic and continental fashion, stirruped trews and brats, really specific clothing styles pointing to a mix of cultural influences, an early style fusion if I might say so.
Oh.
But here's where
I like how he just randomly starts talking about fashion.
Oh, yeah, like, yeah, really
So I
strange.
do mention the hang on, let me get the specific name up here. The this here, the Killary bog outfit.
Yeah.
Which, as you can, I don't know if you can see this, but it has a brat and like some stirrup trews and like a nice long coat.
Yeah.
But like I just showed a nice little outfit basically, and for some reason it's kind of latched onto it. But as a common fashion thing, it's not. It's I was referring to like what I call in my thesis number 51 over here. Because the joke I had in this entire research project is number 51 gives no shits, because wearing a beard and like long hair in medieval Ireland is banned by Henry VIII.
Oh shit.
And this guy is just breaking all the rules.
Fragrantly doesn't
like,
care.
Literally. Yeah, so number 51 gave no shits. But anyway.
It gets particularly curious. No people depicted within the walls on the map. It's perhaps a hint at socio-political dynamics or artistic decisions. Who knows?
What?
James suggests that these portrayals speak volumes about culture.
Oh my god, volumes.
He extrapolated so much from just saying there was this many people depicted or whatever. Like,
yeah. So they're actually on the map. So actually, let me pull that slide back up again, because he actually picked up on it. So there is no people depicted within the city walls on the map, which is a really weird thing. There is copies of the map where they have added them in, but that's neither here nor there.
Yeah.
That's just something that the AI's picked up because I mentioned it specifically.
Integration. Now, whether you're a history buff, a fashion enthusiast, or someone curious about how medieval societies ticked, the insights are ripe for pondering.
Yes.
And pondering over again, just thinking I found an old shoe buckle ages ago, or was it a button? Anyway, moving on, it's essential to remember, listeners, that this research isn't gospel.
You wanted to say something?
No, he says something bizarre and then goes, anyway, we're not talking about this now.
So I think the AI is picking up on like keywords that I'm using.
And running.
Because you notice when I said the word volume, as in referring to a lot of stuff.
Yes.
The audio picks up. Like it becomes louder.
AI.
Did you notice that?
Volume.
Yeah. Yeah. But as soon as I say, as soon as it says volume, and then as soon as it says findings or something, it starts talking about random shoe buckles and whatnot.
Anyway, we're talking about this now.
Yep. Yeah. So the schizophrenia kicks in, yeah.
It's an exploration, a door open to further questions, and maybe even more papers to follow. The findings James highlights, they lead not just to historical understanding, but to insights about urban growth, cultural mix, and how identities evolve. So what can we take away from all this in modern terms? Perhaps it serves as a friendly nudge about cities today, how they evolve through diverse cultures interacting, economics driving changes, and those layers of history beneath our modern streets, just waiting to be uncovered. As always, I'm just here to share the fascinating work that James brought forward. Definitely worth a read if medieval history is your thing. And remember, academic work is food for thought, much like our favourite book or movie. It opens up worlds rather than giving all the answers on a silver platter. All right, folks, as we wrap up today's dive into the annals of Galway, I hope you found some of these medieval tidbits to be quite delightful. Be sure to subscribe to In Depth with Academia so you don't miss out on more intriguing academic explorations. Until next time, keep asking questions, stay curious, And remember that academia has so much to offer as we, together, explore these depths. Thanks for joining me today. This is Richard Price, signing off with, well, perhaps a cup of Irish tea awaiting. Who knows where the next podcast will take us? Cheers, and until next time.
Well, thank you, Mr. Price. That was something.
What the hell? Perhaps I'll have a cup of Irish tea. Fuck you,
What
Richard.
makes Irish tea different from any other tea, by chance?
Oh, it's just an Irish stereotype that we like tea.
What is
Fuck
it?
off,
Whiskey in the tea? Is that what they're
You know
going
what?
for?
You know what? I'll give the AI that it didn't jump to whiskey as
Yeah.
Irish people must
Oh
want to
my
drink
god,
whiskey.
the
But still, like
leprechauns and the gold and all that.
they still did it when he's like, oh, I'll have some Irish tea. Fuck you, Richard.
Fuck you. You know what I'm
Berries
thinking?
are lions, Richard. Berries are lions. That's what I want to know.
Here's the
We
thing.
asked the hard-hitting questions over here on Stu's channel.
Yeah. Here's the thing.
And on mine, by extension, because I'm uploading the VOD, I guess, on mine.
Here's the thing. Was that whole exercise just to advertise people to read your full paper?
I think it is, yeah.
Because that kind of seems to be the way it was formatted. It just did it in a really clunky, awkward way
Yeah.
because it's AI. So
Yeah.
I guess there was a nice intention there, absolutely, but it just, what the hell, though? Like, I was so confused half of that.
I know, that's why I thought you might enjoy that, because it was kind of all over the place.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, God. But,
yeah.
no, it's not even like the full thing that I actually reviewed. It was just like 8 slides.
Yeah, and there's only so much you can say about 8 slides at the end of the day, so.
But if you want to read the entire document, which is here, oh shit, look at this.
Oh man.
It's how many pages? It's 63 pages of information on.
63 is pretty digestible, so yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I think people should check
So
this thing out.
Yeah, if people want to actually read it, you actually have to just DM me or contact me,
Yeah.
and I will send it to you. I like to keep track of who has the file, so the reason why it's only a short 8-page document is there's an example of what the pictorial map looks like. I'll leave that there a second when I'm talking. So the reason why I do it this way is I want to keep track of who has the document. So you DM me directly and you ask for it, so it's available upon request. But on the actual advertisement on academia.edu, it's just the 8 pages, which the AI is reviewed for some reason, rather than asking for the full file and then reviewing that. Well, what can you do? I guess the AI can't do that on its own. Someone needs to tell the AI to do that. But
yeah, for sure. It's definitely, I would say it's definitely worth a read. Absolutely. Like 64 pages, pretty good. And I mean, look, you've even included photos. That's lovely.
Yeah, there's lots of images and there's photos and oh look, I even had access to the real sim 3D model of the city as well.
That's pretty funky and nice.
Yeah, when I was talking to them, like, what was this, 2015, 2014-ish?
Yeah.
They were telling me how they had a plan to make a video game.
Ooh.
Like when they first done this, because they were inspired by Assassin's Creed when they made this, and they were like, going to make a really detailed map of Galway City.
Ooh, Assassin's
and then they
Creed
realized
Galway.
And then they realized they didn't know what to do with it.
Oh man.
Because like it's a really good detailed like 3D render that they've done, but they just didn't know what to do with it.
Yeah, it's a lot of work to make like a big 3D map of something, and then you basically then got to figure out, okay, what kind of game can we put into this 3D map? I guess.
What they did in the end was they made a kind of a exploration thing in the museum. But,
like
they have an entire city rendered so they can actually do other stuff with it. I haven't spoken to them in when was this? 10 years ago?
Mm-hmm.
Like we're in 2025 now, so this was 10 years ago. So they I'm sure they have other stuff that they're working on at the moment. The last I heard, I think they were working on a 3D map of the the Docklands area of the city because there's some dock thing like for cruise ships going in. But I don't know. They do other historical sites as well.
Yeah, sure.
I'm trying to give them a shout out because they gave me an exclusive inside look at this map when I was working on this project.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I still am under obligation to give them shout outs.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure they're still doing stuff, so that's cool to hear.
Yeah, they're still around. I just don't know what they're up to.
Yeah.
And why is a lot of this blank actually? Oh, because I think this is an earlier version of it. Oh no, it's just the head of the headings of the sections.
The header, yeah. See.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's been a long time.
Like potentially, this could be put through some kind of presentation software. So I guess that's another thing.
Like this is what should have been put through it, but they didn't ask for it, so I didn't know.
Yeah.
Until they sent it to me. But yeah, if you wanna, if I don't know, it's there.
Yeah, I probably would say, like, in conclusion to this thing, like, I realize it's more work and more time, obviously, but it would have been nicer if they just got some guy, like a real Richard Price, if he even exists, or someone like that, just to even just briefly skim through bits of the paper and say what their impressions were about it. It's like a review almost and a recommendation kind of.
It's a really good idea. It's just the way they went about it wasn't great because it's not going to pick up on things.
No, not at all. Because it just took up all the superficial things in that preview and just made them sound really grandiose and stuff, which was
that's the thing it was really good at actually was to just talk about nothing.
Yeah, that's the funny thing about it. Like it was interesting.
It is a skill in itself to be able to talk about nothing.
Yes. Well, I'm not sure there's anything else to go over on this Saturday evening, is there? So.
Yeah,
or maybe there is.
I don't know. I don't know.
Because really, it was
what does the chat think of?
Yeah, that's true. Let's have a look.
As I look over at the chat and then realize that it takes a few minutes for it to actually show.
I don't.
What do you guys at home think about this?
It might just be Skog here, but we'll see.
As we try to wring out another 2 minutes of content to make it bang on 30 minutes.
Yes, absolutely. Make it all symmetrical and cool.
I like how the AI did a thing in 5 minutes for 8 slides, and for 8 slides we've done almost 30 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, it was pretty dense at parts, like, just really bizarre, the whole thing, so.
Yeah.
AI technology is... I don't want to get in a big discussion about that, but it is very useful for certain things, I will say.
AI is very useful. The problem I have with some of the AI stuff is that people misunderstand how it works.
Oh.
Like, it can't come up with new things. It's actually copying things that exist because it's a language model. So it's predicting what it thinks you're going to say. It's like, spell check. It kind of works like that. I have arrived. Hello, CooledCross.
Just to be asked what you think.
Yeah, what's your opinion on this, CooledCross, having no context for what we're talking about?
Yeah, definitely. We shall... You can delve over this another time, I suppose, and give us your thoughts. You can give us your thoughts in the comments,
Yeah, you can send us abuse in DMs and ask to see the original file and then upload it into your AI language model and send it back to me.
You know what? That would be a funny thought experiment to find an AI that's similar to that and just have it read your entire full paper and just see what it thinks about it. That would actually be pretty good.
This is only the first thesis, and to be entirely honest as well, like to review my own content, it's actually terrible because it's my first one. The second one is significantly better. The one I did for my higher diploma. But anyway, oh, by the way, Google AI says I have a PhD. That's not true.
Oh, well, hey, it's giving you some pluses there. So
I got promoted.
You got promoted by the AI.
Yeah. Anyway,
yeah.
Do you wanna? How do we wrap this up? We didn't plan it.
Well, that's a good question because we have 30 seconds to go before it's half an hour. So do you have any plans this weekend and tomorrow?
Oh shit. I, for the moment, the answer is negative because I was supposed to be taking the weekend off because I'm like booked up for the next 5 weeks. In 2 weeks' time, I will be at the Battle of Tewkesbury. If people want to show up and shout at me and call me all sorts of names, I'll be there in the UK. Consequently, if the UK government wants to ban me from the country, you've got like 2 weeks to catch me.
Oh shit! There you go.
Yeah. Oh, hang on. Kolrak has a question.
Yeah.
Good question. I have no context. I believe that they're deeply profound questions. You do go deeply what you think.
Wait a minute. Is Kolrak an AI too? Is this?
Kolrak is
that
AI.
almost sounds like the way an AI would answer. It's pretty funny.
Yeah, you probably put it through ChatGPT or something.
Yes.
Oh God.
I think that's
anyway,
it. So yeah.
Yep.
Thank
we
you.
have sufficiently been what's the word, entertained with the fact that we've talked about this for 30 minutes.
Absolutely. Tomorrow we might be watching an interesting video called YouTube Medievalists Are Weird. So we'll see what that's all about.
That includes me. Oh
yes,
no.
There you go.
I am weird. I will fully admit to that.
Yep.
All right. Catch you later.
Yep. Have a good Saturday, everyone. Bye bye.